Yeah, what's up guys, Nate here, and today I popped in Pokemon Snap to my Nintendo 64. So let's play through this sucker. And last year I kind of beat the game. I had to look up everything, how to get certain Pokemon like Gyarados and whatnot. But I feel like I've played this game enough now that I remember where all those are. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this, and I'm gonna kind of speed up through this little menu here and hop right into it.
Hello there!
Okay, let's hop on into this thing. So starting out, just kind of gibberish in the beginning. Yeah, here in the Pokemon Island, wild Pokemon can something everywhere. I'm just kind of clicking through this. That's our little ride. That's our little portal that teleports us in and out of these places. Although for some reason you can find all these places, but you can't really teleport there. You just got to find them on your own. So it's kind of messed up. So first course is the beach. Let's hit it up and see what we got. Man, all that music just brings you right back when you're a kid, man. Alright, yeah, here's a Pidgey. We're going to have to go through all this tutorial stuff. So yeah, basically for any of you who have been living under a rock and don't know what this game is, you're basically a photographer and trying to get points based on what Pokemon you shoot and how well you shoot them. So see, we got a Pikachu here, and when you're locked onto him it recognizes the name and tells you if it's new or not. Now this little thing to the left, here's one of the signs, but I don't think you can get these until later on in the game. Let's see here. Yeah, see, there's a little question mark, so we'll have to get that a little later. So basically you're kind of spamming a lot of shots when you see a good opportunity for a Pokemon. I think there's a Lapras out there, and here's a Snorlax that I don't think we can get yet. Get that Butterfree one more time. Yeah, I think you have to have Pokeflute or a Pester Ball. Little Meowth there, and he actually jumps up for a good shot. Let's roll on up there. There's some spot where a couple Meowth are tormenting a Pidgey, and you can actually get a Pidgey using Gust. So that's a good photo there, worth a lot of points. Now on the left here, well, see, there's one of the Meowths, but that's not the spot I'm talking about. And man, I keep missing the Lapras out there. Anyway, that grass behind me that you saw, there's Scyther in there, but you have to hit them out with the Pester Ball, which we don't have unlocked yet. You can kind of see it there, and then there's another spot up here. Right there, that tall grass. So nothing really spectacular here, except maybe a chance to get another Lapras. Nope. So let's run on up here. See, the first kind of runs are kind of boring. There's not really much you can do yet, but we will get to it. It gets much more exciting later on. Here's a little Chansey and the Eevee. Can't even get the Chansey yet because it's in a ball. Alright, another Kangaskhan. We can't really get a good shot at him yet either. So here's the part where the Pidgey is. You can get a Gust using Pidgey, I believe. And these Meowth, they're little shits over here on the Pidgey nest, and it's about to get messed up. So there you go, that's extra points. You get extra points if they're doing a special move of some kind, if they got a special pose, if they look angry, stuff like that. So even though it might not be the best picture, if they're doing something special, those points usually overcome the quality of the picture, or more so the middle of it, But anyway, when you get done taking pictures, you come back to the lab. You have to put Oak's mark, they call it, on your best picture to be graded. Kind of like cards and PSA. You pick the best one, you send it in, and he tells you it sucks and you're screwed. So let's go ahead and pick our best Meowth. There we go. Well, I don't know, this one's kind of hard. See, that one, he's not facing the camera, but I got the whole body. That's a big thing. That's another way he screws you too. So these pictures where they're kind of in the center, not quite, you want to get just the one that has most of the Pokemon in it. So let's see, Pidgey here. That's kind of a good one. You also get more points if they have 2 of the same Pokemon in there. So like that Pidgey one might get a little extra. So anyway, here is his determination on what sucks or what is good. So this Pikachu, yeah, I think your size can go up to 1,000. Your pose can go up to 1,000. Then you get extra for the type and what kind of pose or more Pokemon it has in there. Your technique is just, if it's in the center, I think you get ×2. So yeah, there's a couple Pokemon that are really hard to get a good shot on, like Charizard for some reason. If you guys are familiar with the volcano level, which you'll see that later, he is right in the middle of your camera and it's really hard to get a shot of him. He's kind of half in lava, but you know, what can you do? You're at the determination of Professor Oak's photo quality here. So Kangaskhan facing backwards, got a nice butt pick. Pidgey using some Gust. Gust using Pidgey, it's a value of 500. So size sucks, pose sucks, even though it's a Gust using Pidgey. So yeah, Professor Oak just sucks. But we got same Pokemon bonus technique, it got some decent points, whatever. So 6 Pokemon in the report, and you should say, wait. So you save those pictures in the Pokemon report, help you get out once you have more Pokemon, or help you out. And he's arranged it so that we can see the Pokemon report. How convenient. So let's go on to the course, and the next one is the tunnel. So last episode we did beach, and now we're on to the tunnel. Now this one is the first course that has some hidden areas. You got to do something to access the next one. So yeah, let's get started here. Now there is a Pikachu here, and I think if you take a couple pictures of him, you can get him on top of the electrode, and yep, there you go. I don't think it's worth as much as like a surfing or flying Pikachu, but we'll get the shot there. And as you can see, it kind of almost passes out there when the electrode explodes. So we will move on. It's kind of hard to get a picture of Electabuzz right here unless you get in front of him. But I think we need the propulsion, or at least something to hit him with. So we'll just get that little shot. Get some Kakuna. Can't quite get the electrode there, but I think there's another one maybe on this side that we can get a nice shot of. Here we go. Alright, moving on. There's some Zubat. Every time a door opens on this course, they come flying at you. It's kind of hard to get a shot of them too, right in the middle of the frame, but you can get it. This is where Pikachu shocks that egg to bring out Zapdos, but I think we need some apples for that. Maybe Pokeflute. This, I believe, is a Ghastly or Haunter. Get a couple pictures there. And there should be a Zubat coming out right about now. There you go. Kind of, see, I didn't even get a nice shot on him. So moving on to the big room here. This is where you can get Diglett, Dodrio, some Pikachu, another Ghastly or Haunter, and I think it's Haunter though. To get a Dodrio, you gotta take pictures of these Diglets. Now you gotta do it in order or else it messes up. So every time you take a picture of Diglett, Pikachu moves on to the next hill. And this one should be a Dodrio. But then you can get even more over here. There you go, you got 2 of them. And then finally one more, I think. There you go, and then you got 3 of them. So there's a good one. And oh, man, we ran out of film. Just kind of too worried about that shot. But anyway, let's go ahead and check our clips, or pictures rather, and we'll see how we do here. So you should take 60 pictures, and it kind of sucked we ran out there because we didn't unlock the next course. So I might go ahead and speed up the next run and see what we can do. So we'll go ahead and mark that one, Pikachu on Electrode. Let's run down, that's a pretty good one for Electrode. Move on. Maybe that one's a little better. So now we got Haunter. So I think there's only Haunter. And That's kind of a good one there. Now Diglett, I'm not too worried about Diglett. Just as long as we get a decent one. That one looks pretty good. And Dodrio. It's kind of weird here. Now, this one, I'm going to pick that one because he's right in the middle of the frame, but if you don't have all three in there, sometimes it's a little wonky. And we'll get the Zubat in there just to knock him out. So let's go ahead and go to Professor Oak. The tunnel course here. Alright, we got Pikachu. Pikachu on a ball. So that gives 600 points. And I think it might beat out our normal Pikachu, but once we get a surfing or flying Pikachu, we should have quite a bit of points there. Nice Electrode. Nice size. Yeah, we got a pose. And technique, whatever. Alright, Zubat. Now this one wasn't quite on there, so see, he's in the frame, but he only got 570. But still got the ×2 technique. Good work. Moving on to Haunter. Size. Alright, that's a little messed up. Got 750 pose. That's alright. Diglett. Size. Alright. I call shenanigans there because it's pretty much out of its hole. You can't get much better than that. And Dodrio, 570. What? Alright, so that was a little messed up. So anyway, I'm going to run through this course again, and I'm going to voice over it and speed it up a little for you guys, show you to blow up the Electrode to get to the next course. So looks like we unlocked the apple, and let's get back into it. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to speed up this little section here and show you the quick run through and how to move on to the next course if you guys don't already know. So the apple doesn't really have any effect on these guys except for the Electabuzz. You can kind of knock them out, get some better pictures, but later on in the big room you can get more and activate the electricity in that room, whatever you want to call it, the monitors. So let's move along here. Sometimes you can get a Magikarp to pop up in here. There you go. And yeah, back in the big room here, so I'm going to bring it back to normal speed. So now that we're back in the big room, second run through, going to use these apples. I thought they would just turn around to the apples, but I think you actually have to hit them. Then they get pissed and they slam their fist and unlock the electrical circuits, whatever. Like I said, I'm not sure what they're called, just the monitors I call them. So they kind of give you hints onto how to capture these Pokemon. So that last one showed Pikachu and Diglett and Dodrio. Kind of give you a hint on what to do there. So I think I kind of screwed up on this one. I'm not really going to get a good shot. But maybe we can try to get a little Dodrio if we can snipe these. But come on, Pikachu, hurry up! This is really frustrating. You kind of have to jump on it right in the middle of the room. But anyway, if you hit that other Electabuzz like that, it shows you the Magnemite and the apples. So if you try to focus on the Magnemite, they kind of freak out on you. And to get to the next course, you got to hit that Electrode over there, and he blows up. So yeah, the Magnemite, like I said, you got to use an apple so they stop freaking out. And you can take their picture, and if you get them close together, they form a Magneton, which we will have to do a little bit later because I was afraid I was going to run out of time in unlocking this next course, which I think is the volcano. So let's go back to Oak, see what we got here. Took 30-something pictures that time and got a nice Electrode, a little better than the last one. So we will kind of do that one. Kind of shows his whole body there. Got a Haunter in that one. We don't really need a Haunter or Pikachu. And yeah, that's about it really. Gonna get this Magikarp, I think. So that's a pretty good one. That's really about it, besides maybe Kakuna and then Magnemite. So, you know, what the hell, let's just mark that one. Let's go back through, let's try another Zubat. And we'll go off to Professor Oak. So, we got Kakuna. Let's see, nice little technique, not really. See if our Zubat, this one's kind of tricky. I don't think it's going to win. So, nope. And Pikachu, this is probably not going to win just because it's not a special one. But it's a nice shot. see, Magikarp. Alright, I call BS on the size. You can't really get much better than that unless it's right in the middle of the frame. I mean, come on, Oak. What are you talking about? See, nice Electabuzz, got a little pose. And I think we forgot to click Magnemite. Damn it! But we can get him next time when we get the Magneton. We gotta get him anyway. So now I think we unlock Volcano. So yeah, there we go. And this is the level Volcano. This is my favorite level. This is where stuff really gets interesting for us. So let's jump on in. This level has Moltres, the first legendary bird, and just a lot of cool Pokemon. Towards the end you can get Arcanine and Growlithe, but I don't think we can get them yet because I think you need the Pester Ball. So let's check this out. Right off the bat we got some Rapidash. Those aren't really good pictures down there. I think there's a way you can hit the Rapidash though. Let's see, get some of this Vulpix action. I think there's 3 or 4 Vulpix right here. You can kind of lure them towards you. Come on, Sonny. Well, I think we kind of ran out of room with that one. Here's one, but kind of got the ass shot. Try to get 2 of them up here. There we go. Get that. Oh yeah. They're nice ass shot. Nice. Oh yeah. Nice happy. There you go. Okay, what a nice little lovely session there. Let's move on. Let's see. We got little Charmander down here with the Magmar. I think you can. Oh, let's get a Vulpix shot. There you go. Nice little happy shot. Gotta have a frontal with the back view that we got earlier. So I think this Magmar is pissed off. He's gonna make that Charmander evolve, and we have a Charmeleon, which that kind of sucks for a picture. Should have done that a little earlier. But moving on. Now this is the cool section with the Moltres. This has the Moltres egg, but there's also a shit ton of Charmander over here. And basically you can feed these guys and they will yell and call for all their friends to hop over the mountain. So let's get some more Charmander over here. And come on, yelly little shits. Come on, so we got 4 right there, and oh yeah, they're yelling. Alright, man, yeah, look at these guys just coming over the mountain here. Come on, bros, there's apples over here. This crazy guy is sitting on this egg, just chucking apples. Get your ass over here. So, try to get a little picture. Maybe if we can, well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to get a picture here. We'll get a better one. Alright, so I got them all close here, and this little guy is pissed. So let's get a few nice pictures here. Got a lot of Charmander. Should get a lot of points for that. So, moving on. Time for some boiled eggs. Man, comes right out of the lava. This is Moltres, first shot, and I think this is a nice little shot when he first opens up there, gets all the lava off of him. And then these are some fighting Magmars we can get. There we go. Not sure if we can get another shot of Moltres that's as good as the first one, but let's try it. So anyway, moving on to the next section. This is where you can get Charmeleon, Charizard over there. And we can get Growlithe and Arcanine. I'm chucking these apples in here, but I think you need Pester Balls, so we won't really mess with that. So let's move on. This Charmeleon is really annoying. He can kind of take off running sometimes. He'll stop just like this, and then he'll try to book it. But we'll pop him in there, and we'll get a Charizard. So Charizard is really confusing. It's one of the harder... Oh... kind of get some flames going. So he is one of the... And we ran out, so we'll go back to Professor Oak. That was right at the end anyway. Anyway, what I was saying. Charizard is one of the harder ones to get because even though he takes up the whole frame, his whole body isn't in it, and you get shit points for it. So it's really kind of annoying. So here we have 60 pictures. Let's go ahead and do Oak's mark. Just gonna kind of run through this pretty quickly here. So probably commentate, kind of speed it up for you. Alright, so yeah, this is kind of the boring part, just kind of going through the pictures, getting the best ones. I think my Charizard kind of got screwed because of what I was explaining earlier, also my Charmeleon. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a few of these, and we'll run through the scores real quick. So yeah, that Charizard just doesn't get a lot of points. So Rapidash here, it was fine. Move on to Vulpix, that was fine. Moving on to Charmeleon, this one kind of sucked, but it counted. You know, it's okay because it was off in the distance. It got a few less points. Charmander, that's an easy one. Moltres, that's an easy one. And Magmar, you get points for fighting Magmar, so that's great. That always gets a lot of points. And yeah, so here it's just the size kind of sucks for that Charizard. But anyway, if you notice there, we need one more Pokemon, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to go get it real quick, and we'll see you in the next episode. Today we're looking at the level River. So this one kind of goes pretty quick. We got some Slowbros on it, some Porygons, and I think there's a hidden switch that we need to get for the next level. And I think we need a Pester Ball, so maybe the first playthrough we may unlock it. I don't really know though, we'll just have to see. So let's hop in here and get going. So this little cart turns into a boat for this level. Kind of odd, but guess we got some different attachments. So heading down here, we got some Poliwag. Try to get these little bastards down here. I think there's 3 of them. I don't know if we can hit them with these apples, but I think we did. There's a way you can get them to all run down this hill and jump in right at you, and you can kind of get a good picture. So here we go. There we go, that's a nice one. I just got smacked in the dome. We got some Bulbasaur. I'm not sure if we can really get a good picture. Oh, yeah, there we go. Thought you had to have a Pester Ball to knock those guys out. But one comes out of the woodwork. There's another one, and so I guess you can get 3. Now here's the thing that's really annoying is these Slowpoke. They're so slow, obviously. But you have to get them down here to this sign pretty early on. And they don't really follow the apples very well. It's kind of hard to hit the land there. But get this Cloyster real quick if we can. Shelter, rather. You can get a Cloyster later on. But yeah, it takes forever for these guys to evolve into Slowbro. But, yeah, the little Shelter will bite their ass and kind of turn around. You can get a little shot. Get another Slowpoke here. So, moving on. Over there is just a little Vileplume that we can't really get right now. I think you need a Pokeflute. And also has the Cubone sign. Down here we have some Metapod. Metapod. I don't think we can knock him out of the ceiling though, because we don't have the Pester Ball. Yeah, so this little guy's just going to stay up there and masturbate. Let's see, got some Psyduck. This guy's annoying. Once you take a picture of him there, you can hit him. I don't know if you can hit him with an apple. Fuck! Oh, alright. Some bullshit. So, let's just focus on this Porygon then. This is a little Porygon nose here. Nice little green nose. Got a brown one over there. Ooh, we got a Cloyster that we fucked up. So, let's get these Shelter, I guess. Anyway, here's the little Pester Ball area where you have to knock out the Porygon from the wall, and he hits the button. And down here we have what is called a Speed Pikachu, I think. If you smack him, you can get him to run out, and he's really fast and hard to get. Kind of like a Surfing Pikachu, you just get some extra points. But it's not really worth it with the Surfing Pikachu and Flying Pikachu later on. So, just gonna get some shitty shots there for you. So, anyway, that's the end of the course. I'm going to speed up this next section like always and see what we get. Alright, back to Professor Oak. So we got about 37 pictures. Let's get a nice Poliwag, Bulbasaur, got a little Shelter, a little Slowpoke looking dumb. Metapod, we could probably get a better shot later. And then that damn Psyduck. So, yeah, that's about it. Not really many Pokemon this time around. So, Poliwag got a good score. Let's see, Bulbasaur's pretty good. Shelter, that one's probably crappy, yep. Slowbro's crappy. Slowpoke, not too bad. Metapod, kind of sucks on size, but did okay. And the Psyduck isn't too bad. Now, I went ahead and clicked the Pikachu. Obviously, it's not going to get as much points as the last one, so I don't know why I even did that. And we unlocked the Pester Ball. This will let us get a lot more shots, so let's hop back into this bad boy. I'm back for you, Poliwag. Come here, you little shithead. Go run after your friends. You're all gonna die. Oh, what's this sticking out of the stump? Let's throw a little Pester Ball at it. Hit it right on top. Oh, it's a little Bulbasaur. Come here, boy. Let's get this other one. Damn it! And nobody likes you. You're the worst starter anyway. Man, now that I think about it, the Pester Ball doesn't do shit on here. Yup. Just kidding, guys. This is where we use it so we can get some Porygon out of the woodwork. So let's get a nice little Porygon picture here. One's covered in shit. And this one over here will fall onto the button. So this lets us go to the next area, I think. And damn, we found some ancient Incan ruins. Let's go down and what the fuck? Nope. I'm just gonna float down with my boosters. They just fucking morphed like some Power Ranger shit. So this time we got 23 pictures. Let's go ahead and mark some. Why don't we? Let's get a little better Slowbro, looking dumb once again. Metapod finally came out of the tree from masturbating. And we have some Porygon that is covered in shit. So let's go to Professor Oak, see what we got here. Nice Slowbro. There we go. Nice Slowbro, bro. Got some Metapod. Get a little better than our last picture. And our Porygon, of course, is a new one. So now I think we unlock the cave. This is a totally new course. And so it's going to be a totally new episode.
Yeah!
So that means we are looking at cave. We're going to dive in the deep, dark, moist depths of the cave. See what we can find. Possibly some Grimer and Muck. And who knows what else. I think you can get a flying Pikachu down here. Gonna probably do a separate video on that. How to do that exactly. But I might go ahead and do it this time around also. So starting off, we're dropping down into the pit. Got some more Zubat here that no one cares about because they're annoying as hell. And there's our first Grimer. So these guys turn into Muck with the Pester Ball that we just unlocked recently. So I'm going to try to hit one of these. They're kind of too far away to be worth it. And it kind of sucks getting a good shot except for this area coming up right over here. Once you go over the hump, you can kind of get a little Grimer and Muck shot. This is really the best shot you have for these guys. And I think you throw a Pester Ball. Let's try it. I think you got to hit him a few times. And then he gets pissed. It's like, you made me flap around too much. So now it is a Muck. So let's go ahead and take some pictures there. Looking ugly. Now here we have some Ditto disguised as Bulbasaur. If you hit them with the Pester Ball, of course. If I can fucking hit them, they turn into Ditto. So don't really care about getting a good shot there, apparently, because I suck at throwing things. God, it's like the Psyduck all over again. Get another shot of Grimer here. So let's move on. Here we have a Jigglypuff being chased by a Coughing. So if you hit the Coughing with the Pester Ball, I think the Jigglypuff show up later on in the map. And there's some Magikarp nobody really cares about at this point. Got some Bellsprout. Or not Bellsprout, whatever the second generation is. Weeping Bell? I don't fucking know. Can't remember right now. Let's just hit him in the water. This is a Weeping Bell coming up. So. No, this is Victory Bell. Maybe that is fucking Weeping Bell. I don't know. I know this is Victory Bell just because it's telling me, damn it. So let's go on to this section. This is the more interesting section. This has the Pikachu being held captive by the Zubat. And if you hit him with the Pester Ball like I just did, he'll fall down and bust out some fucking 5 balloons that you didn't know he had. So that's probably what got him up there in the first place, little shithead. So there's the flying Pikachu coming over here to the Jinx, who don't care that you're there. That ugly mug. Right there's the Articuno that we need the Pokeflute for. So the Pikachu comes down and sits there, and if we have the Poke Flute, that is how we get the flying Articuno. And the Pikachu is actually on its back. So it'll come down, release its balloons, and be on its back if we are there. Here's the singing Jigglypuff. You can get up to 3, I believe, here. But maybe we'll get that next run. And got a little pissed there. So that's cool. And I think that's really the end of the level. There's not much here. But these levels are nice and short, just like every other level, basically. So let's go ahead and go on to Professor Oak and speed up a little bit. Okay, seeing Professor Oak, we got a lot of pictures here for him. Let's see what we got. So let's go ahead and skip the Zubat. We got a little Grimer action. Going to Ditto. Not really good shot there, but maybe we can get one later. Here's a good Muck. I don't know if we'll be able to beat that one. That one's pretty good, actually. Going through here, we don't have very much. We got a few Jigglypuff. That's probably the best one. Kind of nice and centered. Jinx, we can probably get a little better one. And Pikachu, the Flying Pikachu probably will score more than the one on the Electrode. So we'll go ahead and pick that one. Got Victory Bell, nice and centered. Got Weeping Bell. So that might be about it there. So we'll kind of go through, get this coughing. And yeah, looks like that's it. So let's go on to Professor Oak. See what we got. The cave course. So here's the Muck. We got some good points for the pose. Decent score. Ditto. It's alright. Got more points for 2 being in there. Grimer, size kind of sucks, but the pose is good. Not too bad. I don't know if we'll be able to get a better one there. Coughing, he wasn't very centered, but we still got some decent points. So that's nice. Weeping Bell, size, and pose kind of suck, so it's just mediocre. Victory Bell. Now, the size could have got a little better than that. Come on. He's right in the middle of the picture. That's some horse shit. And then the Flying Pikachu, holy shit, we got an extra 1,000 points over the Electrode, so smoked that. And the Jinx, we can get a better one later, but still not too bad on points. Jigglypuff, we can get more later. Like I said, you can get 3 Jigglypuff there. So, what? Oh, we still need 2 Pokemon. Damn you, Professor Oak. So anyway, we're going to speed it up here. Let's go back to Volcano. Since we need 2 Pokemon and we have the Pester Ball, I know we missed Growlithe and Arcanine the first time around, so we're going to buzz through this little section here and get to those guys. Okay, so here we are at the Growlithe and Arcanine. So yeah, you need a Pester Ball, and then these little 3 volcanoes, they'll pop out, and it's kind of random if it's an Arcanine or a Growlithe. So there's a nice little Arcanine. Well, I should say huge because they're big as fuck. And let's see what we get out of this one. So 2 Growlithe and an Arcanine this time around. So we got a good Arcanine picture. Let's get some Growlithe. And that right there should take care of our 2 pictures. So let's go ahead and knock this guy in, see if we can get a better Charizard. So yeah, like I said in the 3rd episode, I think it was, Charizard's kind of hard to get, rather. He's just kind of in an awkward position. You can't really get his whole body very well unless you hit him way far back. So, yep, that does it. We'll speed this up again, see what we got. We took 40 pictures, and I got these along the way. I'm just going to kind of add them in there just for shits and giggles. But the most important thing is that Arcanine and Growlithe. And we'll throw in this Charizard, see what we get. I did one that's kind of facing away for the Charizard because it's more about size with him. So, here we go. Arcanine, nice. Growlithe, decent. And Charizard definitely beat our last one. So there we go, 40 Pokemon. And we have unlocked the Valley, guys. So that'll be next episode. And this is one of my favorites. You can get Gyarados, Dragonite, and second to last course. So how can you beat that? Yo, what's up, guys? We're back with some more Pokemon Snapped Edition, where we abuse Pokemon by throwing toxic balls at their face. Nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously, we're going to be throwing balls at that damn Magikarp in the beginning. Because we are on Valley, and that is how you get Gyarados. So we are running through Valley today. This is our first run through. This is probably one of my favorite courses. You got Squirtle, you got Gyarados, you got Dragonite, you got a bunch of good stuff. Not really too many Pokemon though, but everything seems to be good. And it's really fun. You can run through this map really quickly when you unlock the boost. So we're going to get started here. And at the beginning, you try to hit this Magikarp as best you can. But sometimes he's a little bitch like right now, and you can't hit him. So we will spam this button. Damn you, Magikarp. So we're restarting here, trying to do this again. And maybe we'll get a perfect one this time. I'm just going straight for this guy right now. Come on, he's so far away, and then he disappears when you get close to him. It's so annoying. You know what? Screw this. Third time's a charm. Now I can't really get Squirtle because I'm just focusing on this shit. Come on! Alright, this is it. This is our run. We can do it. We're going to get Squirtle. We're going to get Magikarp first try here. And we're going to hit that little bastard Mankey possibly. So, yeah, we'll get some Squirtle here right off the bat. These are really hard to get because you get so close to them. You can't really get a nice picture of a lot of them. So, not too worried about that. And now for this damn Magikarp. See if we can get him. And, ooh, thought we had him there. Come on, baby. There we go. So he runs off to the Mankey. The Mankey throws him over the damn mountain. And, yeah, we will see him later. So we'll get a little picture of this Mankey. So there's a Pokemon sign, the Dugtrio Mountain. Obviously, impossible to miss. Even though we got pictures of him, you know, and all the other signs, Professor Oak really doesn't even care. So we'll go here, get this Geodude, and Sandshrew pops out of the ground once we do that. So we'll get a little picture of him. There's another one down here, which I'm sure we can get to. Take a little picture of Geodude and Sandshrew there. Now moving on to this one, this has two Geodudes and a Graveler. So if you knock these guys down, the Graveler falls down, and also a Sandslash. So this one's kind of hard to get now that we're here late. We didn't really get that, so we'll see if we can get these guys. No, that's good enough. Screw them. Got another Mankey up here. And we can also get Staryu as we're falling down this waterway. Staryu's really the only guy who's hard to get. So we have more Graveler up on this wall, but we're not worried about that right now because you can make them dance with the Pokeflute later. We're worried about this Magikarp. Let's smack him with another ball, get him in the waterfall, and bam, we got some Gyarados action. So that's a really quick evolution. Really wish it kind of showed a little, you know, highlight or the whatever you see on the other stuff. So get some good pictures of Gyarados, and we will make our way down the mountain once again. Alright, here's a little Staryu. See if we can get another one down here. Kind of running out of film. We only got 5. I don't want to use them all so we can unlock the next area. But we'll get this Dragonite in here. So we get some animal abuse going and we can pop out Dragonite. But just look at him. He's all happy. Look at this guy. He's a happy guy. Thank you for hitting me with that poison ball. Thank you for getting me out of that whirlpool. So go, ooh, there's a Dratini. See Dragonite's flying off with his fat ass. And we will knock Mankey down the mountain. And this is where we can hit him on the button. And I think we fall to our death via waterfall once again. Alright, here's the Mankey. We'll get him hitting on the button. We get a nice little cutscene from cameramen that are invisible. And here we go! This is Deja Vu. It just looks like a little waterway, actually. So, not falling to our death this time. We didn't have to use our thrusters that we could pull out of our butts.
Oh.
So we got the safari version of Professor Oak down here. He's asking us if we wonder why he's down there. Why, yes, we do. We are very curious why you're in this little hut. And turns out he's noticing these signs that we've been taking pictures of all along. Even though we somehow lost the film, and now we have to go back through every single area and capture them. So that's going to be the next video, guys. We're going to go through each spot, get some extra Pokemon. Maybe like the surfing Pikachu, flying Pikachu again, and get some signs. So if you're looking forward to that, we'll see you in the next video.
Wait.
And let's go ahead and head to the lab and check these guys out. We took 59 pictures. Gonna use a decent one of Squirtle, Mankey, maybe some Geodude action, Sandshrew, maybe a little Graveler, even though we can get better ones of these guys later. And of course, we want this Gyarados. We took a lot of Gyarados. He's kind of like Charizard. He's kind of hard to get because you can't really see his whole body. It's more of the pose. And we'll get Dragonite and Dratini there also. So not really too worried about these scores. We'll go back through and maybe try to get some better scores. But for now, we're just worried about getting every Pokemon. So here's our Gyarados, looking like a pretty good technique. Staryu as well. And of course, Dragonite and Dratini. So that really does it for this video. We don't unlock anything else. It's just the signs. And we get a little thruster, so that's good. And after we collect the signs, we can unlock Rainbow Road, or Rainbow Cloud as it's called in here. Deep in the wonders of Pokemon Snap, there are many hidden signs and random Pokemon. After the valley, we are on a mission to hunt down these signs and random Pokemon in order to unlock the Rainbow Cloud. So this episode's going to be a little different, guys. We're going to be just kind of buzzing through these levels, getting some random shots, unlocking the signs. And the first one is right here. I think it's a Kingler coming up on us. While we're at it, let's go ahead and get the Surfing Pikachu. Why not? We're going to get this the first time around. So this video, like I said, we're going to get some more of the rare Pokemon. And now that we have all the Pester Balls and all the apples we can eat. So here's the first sign, Kingler. And then we will kind of look over here for a Lapras. We need to get another Lapras. So there's one. I don't know if we got one the first playthrough or not. Moving on down. Now we have a Snorlax. Not that great of a shot. You can get a better one with the Pokeflute, but not too worried about that one. Moving on down here, this grass shows where the Scyther is. And ooh, we kind of hit him the first shot. So he's kind of hard to get too. You can't really see him, and he's kind of small. So maybe we can get him at the next area. There's a couple areas where you can get him. And ooh, look at that Lapras right there. That's a nice shot. Too bad Pidgey was right in the middle of it. Looks like we saved some Pikachu from the Scyther, so they're just dancing. So let's go ahead and move on down. Okay, we failed epically, but we can get this Chansey with the little Pester Ball. So I'm going to smack him, and there he is. Got a nice little shot. Can maybe get a little apple going, and everybody's happy. Look at that. So we'll go here, and oh, there's some more Lapras. Man, that would have been a good shot. So let's piss off this Kangaskhan while we're at it. Might as well piss off a Kangaskhan if you can't get your Lapras shot right. So anyway, that's about it for this level. Let's go ahead and go to Professor Oak. So yeah, since we already been through every level in this series, we're going to just buzz through a lot of the new stuff. And kind of each level as well. We're just worried about getting the new Pokemon and all the signs so we can go to Rainbow Cloud. And I think we unlocked the Pokeflute here. And yeah, there we go. So now we can get even better shots, and we can unlock Articuno from his cocoon or egg, whatever you want to call it, in the cave or tunnel, whichever one it is. I guess it's the cave. So we can get more shots of different Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and buzz through all this in the tunnel. This level is really annoying to me because you can get stuck right there just like that, and it takes forever. So let's go ahead and buzz past these guys. We already got all these guys. See ya, balls. So let's try to get the Zubat. I never really got a good Zubat. So another thing here, let's try to get this Zapdos. Once we get Pikachu close to the egg, we can use the Pokeflute. And Pikachu kind of freaks the fuck out and awakens Zapdos. Alright, here we go. We're unleashing the Zapdos. And not sure if we can get a very good picture here, but we got him. We get a decent one here when he starts up this electrical activity, whatever you want to call it, the generator. Why is Zapdos down in the cave? You'd think he'd be kind of crazy down here for a small cave, just his egg chilling. Alright, so here's the second sign. This one is a Pinsir, and it is brought on by the shadow of the objects there. And I'm also going to get some more Magneton and Magnemite. I can't remember if I got these earlier, because in our first run through, we just kind of unlocked the, the special way there. So let's go ahead and get the Magneton, turn them this way, and bam, there we go. So let's go ahead and go back to Professor Oak once again. Just going to buzz through these. The big one is Zapdos, and the sign. Other stuff is just good stuff to have. So there we are. And already moving on to Volcano. I feel like this video is kind of dull. So basically you can throw some pester balls and get a coughing little smog out of that volcano. And basically that's it. That's why I kind of feel like this is boring, because we're just kind of buzzing through these levels. We already been through here. Why do they make us do this? Let's just go ahead and click that and get this shit over with and move on to River. Alright, kind of the same situation, but we can get a Vileplume now that we have the Pokeflute. So let's wake this girl up, take a little picture of the dancing Vileplume, and now we can get this sign, which is a Cubone in a random jungle. So that might be all we can get. I'm going to go down here and maybe try to get a Shellder and Cloyster, because I don't think I got one down the road, or before rather. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, there's that Psyduck. Screw that guy. And ooh, here's what we need. We need a little Cloyster action. So got that guy, got the Shellder, and yeah, that should be about all we need right there. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one once again. So basically that round we just got Vileplume and Cubone and Cloyster, so it's going to be a really quick one. And moving on to Cave now, and here there's a Mewtwo sign. It's just kind of weird sparkles, and it's back behind you when you get by the victory bell. So kind of confusing there. But maybe we can get some more Ditto here in the beginning. So let's buzz through this area and see what we can get. Come here, Ditto, Ditto, Ditto. There we go. Got a nice picture of a single Ditto. But there are 3 over here. So let's try to get these guys, why don't we? Steak! There we go. We got some Ditto. Let's go over here. Come on, you little blobs of bubblegum. Meet up over here. There we go. Ooh, look at that. We got all 3 of them right here. Too bad they are ugly as hell. But we got them. That's all that matters. Okay, now here is where the sign is. It's kind of a weird angle to get. I just kind of focus on the big ball, the big shiny ball. So we'll get some Mewtwo there. And yeah, let's try to freeze some of these Jigglypuff. Why don't we? And moving on to this area, you can get a flying Pikachu, which I believe we did the first time around. But there's something special you can do this time around with the Pokeflute. So now that Pikachu has his balloons, he flies to safety. Lovely little picture. So we will get that shot. But when we come down here with the Pokeflute, we awaken Articuno. And we get a nice picture there of Articuno. And of course, Jinx. So anyway, we see Articuno flying off in the distance and Pikachu dancing with the Jinx. But what comes next may surprise you. And you can kind of see a sparkle come back. So what comes next is pretty awesome. We see the Articuno come back through, and not only is he coming towards us, but he has Pikachu on his back. So this is a flying Pikachu, technically, but on Articuno's back. So I always found that really awesome. A lot of people don't really know about this because they're always focused on the Jigglypuff, and maybe they don't really see them. But yeah, once you awaken Articuno and free Pikachu, he rides that bitch back through. So that is pretty cool. So going through all the pictures here, we just got Ditto, got a little Articuno action. You know, why not select some of these other ones? So our Ditto beats out the other one. But the flying Pikachu with the balloons beats out our Articuno one. So that's kind of horse shit, don't you think? Moving on to Valley. Screw them. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. So I believe we pretty much got everything on Valley last time we were through. We already got Gyarados. Gonna go ahead and get the sign here, which is probably the most obvious one. Especially since Professor Oak tells you about it. But there's nothing really else we need. Maybe I'll go down here towards the Graveler and we'll get them dancing. Alright, down here with the Graveler and the Gyarados. So we're playing some Pokeflute and we got all these Graveler having a fun time. And yeah, this is where you get the Gyarados also. If you missed that in the first video, be sure to check the last video, which is the first one of this level. So it kind of gets confusing, but the latest video aside from this one is where we get Gyarados and Dragonite and all those fun guys. So we get some Staryu, and they jump in, and we can actually get Starmie when he pops out. So we got kind of a shitty picture there. But let's go ahead and get this Dragonite once again. Dragonite's always cool how he pops out. Gives you a little point. Does a little dance. And alright, that's probably about it for Valley. So let's go ahead and move on. See what Professor Oak thinks of our new stuff. So yeah, that basically does it for Valley and also the last of the signs. So just going to go through and select some of these Pokemon, get some good grades on them. But the important thing is we got all the signs unlocked. I don't think we got all the Pokemon. I think there's 62 or 63 Pokemon. Maybe 63 counting Mew. We may have missed the Magnemite on the tunnel level. But we can get that later. It's no biggie. The important part is we got all the signs. And now it all makes sense. It's in the sky. Rainbow cloud floating in the sky. Someone in the clouds must have created the Pokemon signs. So, that is obvious. We unlocked the rainbow cloud. So if we go to course, we can see the mysterious cloud appear right before our face. And it is the size of our body. So it is kind of weird that, it's kind of out there, kind of a small cloud. Just kind of a random shape. And we are playing Pokemon Snap. We're getting the perfect Mew shot in Pokemon Snap today. We're going to be going to the Rainbow Cloud for the first time. Now you unlock this at the very end of the game after you get most of the Pokemon and all the signs. So it's just like a little cloud with rainbows on it, and you see the constellations of the Pokemon signs. So let's go check it out. This will probably be my last video of this series. I was originally going to do a lot more, how to get harder to catch Pokemon. But there are plenty of videos out there, and I was already doing this kind of just as my love for the game. I beat this game 10 plus times over the course of the last 5 years alone, much less, whenever I played it. And as you can see, Mew here is really annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and end the series with this video, and just let me know if you guys would like me to make more videos about Pokemon Snap, and I'll be very glad to do so. I just love this game and have played it a long time. So basically, Mew cannot be snapped, you can't take a picture of him if he's in that bubble. You basically have to hit him with a Pester Ball 3 times, and then he zooms past you in the yellow one. And you just get a couple chances to hit him with the Pester Ball here. Once you hit him 3 times this way, he abandons his little bubble, and you can get a quick snapshot of him from the left or right side. But there are some tricks you can do to get the perfect shot. You can smack him with the Pester Ball once more to get him to kind of pause and turn towards you and teleport away. So let's go ahead and get our basic shot here. As you can see, he chases down his ball once again. And now we have to hit him with the Pester Ball just once to get him knocked out of there. And yeah, it's pretty janky. As you can see, some of these balls go right through the bubble. Alright, here we go. We got him right there. So yeah, just one hit and it gets rid of the bubble again. And here we go. Ooh, sniped him. So yeah, if he's chasing his bubble and you smack him with another Pester Ball, you can get him to stop for a second to get a nice picture. And then also, he doesn't track down his bubble. It's basically every time you miss, he hops back in his bubble for 1 round. Alright, let's see if we can snipe him again. There we go. And get those sparkles around him, and he teleports away. Here we go again. It's pretty easy to snipe him. He comes from the left or right side, and based on your audio, you can kind of tell which way that is. So here we are on the right side. Ooh, we're gonna have to snipe him. Nope, we can't do it. Okay, let's see what we got here. There's another shot. There we go. Get him out of his bubble one more time. You can see the exit coming up. And see if we can smack him. Oh, so close. Come on, there we go. Alright, so we can't get a good shot there, but at least he won't go back in his bubble this last time. So see if we can get one more. Oh, no! It's closed. Little bastard. Little tricky bastard. So anyway, let's see what the best picture is. It kind of sucks you can't pick multiple, because obviously the only Pokemon on this map is Mew. So you can really only pick one, and it is super annoying. So basically we want one that's right in the middle. I'm just going to go for one of these that look cute. There we go. I like that pose. I choose this. So yeah, as you can see, we can't pick any more. It's really lame. So you gotta keep playing this level over and over and over again if you want to get the nice shot.
Wow.
But just for the rare Pokemon Mew, we get a value of 2,500. So he's really feeling generous today. Size 360, that's horse shit. We got a pose of 1,500, and our total is 8,000. So yeah, it's kind of a ripoff. It's kind of janky. And that's basically the only strategy to get the perfect Mew is hit him over and over again and get close to see him teleport away. The quicker you hit him, the more you will have a better chance of getting him right in the frame and get a bigger Mew, obviously. So, he has nothing left to teach us. Listen to our instincts, blah, 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 blah. Pokemon research on this island. I can't even read.
See you.
It seemed lengthy at first, whatever. Well then, see you later. So Professor Oak gave us a few useful items, but other than that, didn't know shit along this journey. So that does it for Pokemon Snap. I just love this game so much because it is so unique. You get the Pokemon universe, which obviously will do well if you slap anything to it. You get the unique feel of visiting these worlds or areas that you would normally not get to visit. You know, these areas don't really show up in the anime a lot, and you get to personally experience them and your character. So yeah, and along the way you get to take pictures of these awesome Pokemon. So it's a really short game, super easy, but it has some interesting sides to it, you know, a couple tricks, and looks really awesome. So just kind of a nostalgic trip for me. And I always love going back and playing this game. So that does it, folks. And if you would like more videos on this game, let me know. There's plenty out there already. I don't plan on making any more. You know, I'll be playing a lot of Destiny 2, so look forward to videos on that. Call of Duty World War II, and probably Battlefront. And I might pick up some more games. So let me know what you guys think and suggestions for the future. Thank you for watching this series. I had a lot of fun making it. And we will see you in the next one. I'm just going to let the credits roll and see you then. Peace.